Hello. What I'm going to talk about today is the how smooth the process was coming from Sydney to Bangkok. Now, I was really nervous about this. I was flying to Bangkok going, okay, post-COVID, what's it going to look like? And but then I got on at Sydney Airport. As long as I had all my documents printed, like I had my pre-COVID test printed, I had my proof of proof of vaccination printed from Australia, and I had all my passport on me and my Thailand pass, which I needed to come to Thailand. And once I had all those documents, it was just really smooth at Sydney Airport. And then, then I went through customs. Customs was just like, there wasn't really any difference. It was at Sydney Airport. I just did the passport checks, did all the normal things that you would do for going through. The same thing, you're going through, getting your luggage checked. Exactly the same process. There was some of the shops were open, but then again, I was really early there at the international airport, so I didn't expect everything to be open that time of morning, like when I got there at like 5 a.m. or so. And then I got on the plane. Again, everything was smooth. The only real difference that you noticed was that everyone was wearing masks, and it was compulsory to wear masks on the plane. But they gave you these little kits too. Like, I got them on both flights, I did. But you get a little bag like this. And in these bags, you will get, once you get on the airlines, you'll get a little, like, hand sanitizer sort of thing that comes with it. Then you'll get yourself something for wiping the screens. Because you notice that a lot of the, because you've got all those touch screen movie things that you can watch. And they also give you an extra mask for going on the plane. But you've got to wear your mask the whole time on the plane. So that was the major difference. And they didn't have the carts. Oh, what did they did? They did have the carts coming up and down to serve you dinner. And that was all good. So that was all served to you. So pretty much things were reasonably normal. The planes were completely empty. Like I had whole rows to myself. And which is expected because people are slowly getting back into tourism. So, and when I got to Singapore airport, I was expecting all these people like watching everything I did. But no. I got off at Singapore airport. It was just like, it was a normal trip. I just walked from one location to another. But the only difference was you had a few extra people helping you out and redirecting you in the right direction as to where to go, what to do, those sorts of things. So, if anything, it was more helpful to get around Singapore airport once I got there. And again, and then I caught my sky rail across to my terminal I had to get on at Singapore. And I got onto a plane with Scoot Airlines for my final trip from Singapore to Bangkok. Scoot, it has really crap leg room, to be honest. So if you're a really tall person, Scoot's really not a plane for you because you're going to be squashing your legs. It's not the most comfortable. But Singapore Airlines, I've always liked flying them. Now, once I landed in, so that was smooth again. Getting on the plane from Singapore airport to Bangkok. Then once I got to Bangkok, again, I was expecting, okay, I'm going to go for the plane. It's going to be like super hard. But yeah, you got off your plane. You had all these seats lined up where people checked whether you're coming under the quarantine free, the 24-hour quarantine in Bangkok. If you're pre-vaccinated, you had one line. If you weren't vaccinated, there was another line for the 14-day quarantine. And that you just had someone just checking your documents to make sure you had all the right documents together. So all I had to show them was my Thailand pass, my proof of PCR test before I left Australia, and so the Thailand passport, the plane ticket, all that sort of stuff. And so once I got out of that section, I had to go through passport control. Again, completely normal. There was no real difference, I guess, coming through Bangkok. If anything, it was a bit more well-organised coming through. So I got in from Bangkok, went through passport control, collected my luggage, went through the baggage check-in section, and outdoors there was all these people sort of like holding up the different hotels to transport you to your various quarantine hotels. And I looked a bit lost, I must admit. I got off there and said, what do I do now? Like I was looking for someone to hold up my name or something. But they didn't. But then there was helpful people that came up and said, okay, what's your name? I've got to check you. Oh, okay, you're for they must have worked for the airport. They said, okay, yep, your name is this, you're for this hotel. I'll just check where your car is for picking you up. So they rang, and then when they knew the person was here, they took me out the front, directed me, pointed me in the right direction, and I had a private car take me directly to my hotel. And then when I got here to the Grand Centrepoint Hotel near Terminal 21 in Bangkok, that was really simple again. You just come in, they sat you down, they checked all your documents, made sure everything was okay, you booked your meals for dinner and breakfast for your 24-hour quarantine. Once you'd done that, check in, they took you upstairs to a different level, and you got your PCR test done. So, and they gave me an extra free PCR test as well, just to take with me. And then I was up in my room. At the time I said I wanted dinner, it was delivered. Really nice dinner here at the Grand Centrepoint Hotel too, I must admit. And I've just had breakfast delivered, so I'll jump straight into that after I get off this. And so yeah, my first trip during this COVID period has been so smooth, and I haven't had one issue all the way, and I just thank God. It's kind of yeah, it was just perfect. I was so worried there was going to be screw ups along the way, or there was going to be some difficulties or something, but nothing. It was such a smooth process, I must admit. And I don't know whether any of you have had any problems coming here since the borders have opened on November 1. But if you have, leave your comments or tell us your stories, because I think I'm one of the lucky ones that's had a smooth run, but I've heard some other people that have had good runs too. But anyway, my journey begins here in Bangkok, so let's see where it takes me next. Anyway, have a good day everyone. Bye.